Wilmot's Warehouse is one of the best games of this year. I know the year isn't over yet, but I believe it 100%. It's true. The game is so addictive. I'm a huge fan of games that do a lot with a simple idea. That simple idea, you're a solitary warehouse employee, which is quite a burden. I don't know how one person can do so much. You must manage all the stock. Then when a coworker needs something, you're the one to fetch it. Luckily, this isn't all happening at the same time. The game is split into phases. The first phase is the delivery of the items. Then the second phase is getting the items for your coworkers. Keeping your inventory organized and the warehouse clean are the biggest parts of the game. If you keep a clean warehouse, it will be much easier to deliver the items. There's a problem. You're not in charge of buying the stock. Every day a stock truck shows up and dumps your new inventory. Surprise! You even get new items, which, unlike most games, isn't a benefit. This is the first phase. You're given a couple of minutes to move the inventory around before coworkers show up. This is so stressful. Trust me, very stressful. Trying to remember where you want to put everything. There's these in-the-moment decisions that if you screw up can hurt the next phase. Do note that the game is polite enough to show you what the new items are before you get them. It's helpful, but it's not really enough to prepare you for the pressure of having to store them. Planning is super important. Between your limited space and trying to find anything, you need to come up with a system. You want to limit digging around in your brain inventory. The easiest one is piles. Stack everything similar into the same area. This way, when you need to store something quick and you know it's a hat, you can take it where it needs to go immediately. For example, all hats go to the top right of the warehouse. Then place the flowers into the top left. But there are no rules. The game expects you to use whatever works for you, and sometimes what you think is a flower will shift. I have a miscellaneous section where I keep items until I figure out where they need to go or what the grouping is. It's interesting when a later item will trigger you to create a new, unique pile. Like when you have a knight helmet and then you get a knight banner. Do you start a new pile with knight gear, or do you keep the knight helmet in the pile of hats? These are difficult decisions. And I haven't decided if shifting items is a good idea anyway. Keeping them in the same place for the entire game makes sense. But my desire to sort overrides all of that, and I move things around. The game gives you a chance to rearrange everything with unlimited time every so many quarters. Eventually, you won't be able to keep up with the shipments, so these blocks of time are invaluable. I love organizing though. In the beginning of Wilmot's Warehouse, it's so easy. I felt smart getting all the boxes in their places. But as the game continues to add more and more and more and more and more and more and more items to your inventory, ouch, my brain hurts. Even if you're some sort of memory master, a pile seems like the best strategy, but it is overwhelming. In the next phase, coworkers show up at the window. They show you the items they want, and it's up to you to fetch them. You can deliver them in any order you want. Coworkers do not have any specific orders, it seems. It's fairly random. So you have to assume they'll ask for any of your items and any amount. You never know when you'll need to grab, so all the items need to be accessible. Even all of the items of one type. I've had an order clear out my entire stock of white flowers. Yeah, all of them. Going to get the items is only part of the struggle. The other part is trying to squeeze whatever you grab through the corridors you created. In this way, you're the creator of your pain. The game allows you to pick up any boxes that you're touching. This includes boxes that are touching other boxes. If you pick them up in a weird way, it could be a problem. For example, if you pick them up to create a 3 across and your corridor is only 2 blocks wide, it'll be impossible to fit. Now, you need to decide if you want to futz around trying to organize it and squeeze it through that corridor, or come back later. There are so many of these micro decisions to make. Wilmot's warehouse avoids becoming stale by giving upgrades. You receive stars for delivering items to coworkers quickly. These are used as the currency for upgrades. You can buy upgrades for Wilmot or increase the size of the warehouse. I always had enough stars to buy an upgrade, but the game didn't give me any choices. There's no branching. While there are many upgrades, it's linear. I'm not sure if it's based on what day you're on or what upgrades you have. I mean, it's fine though, all the upgrades are useful. Overall, Wilmot's warehouse is amazing. It's hard to stop playing. And part of that is because I don't want to forget where all the inventory is. But it's also because it's a blast to play. Often the most simple games are the best. And there are a lot of games where the trailer doesn't explain the game, but the trailer for this game is perfect. So if you watched that trailer and thought, wow, this looks like a game for me, then buy it. YouTube did send over a script. Let me read it. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring bell for notifications. Thank you. That's what they sent over.